washer and dryer inside, which is very rare for most condoms.
Please remain seated.
A lot of people who have owned here, especially since the early days, have really benefited in appreciation. Investors, this place rents out like crazy. This is that condo where it's like, I want the space, but I don't want to pay the price of Kakaako. I want to live in town, but I don't want to have a house. I have a few listings in Honolulu right now, and they're condo listings, but they're not the typical Kakaako, floor-to-ceiling windows and ocean views, luxury buildings. And really, condos in Honolulu, for the most part, are older, and they're like the condos that I'm selling right now. So I thought it would be important to show that to people. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna take a drive into Honolulu, and we're gonna look at a condo in Moiliili, another one in Makiki, which makes up a lot of the condos in Honolulu. And then we are gonna look at one in Kakaako, but it's not your typical luxury Kakaako type of listing. So let's go. So we're gonna go see this building in Kakaako that was built, I wanna say late 80s, early 90s, and it's not that typical luxury Howard Hughes glass building. It stood all by itself amidst all of these warehouses back in the day, and it was like the best value to get into the neighborhood, you know, before it became the luxury neighborhood that it is. And even today, it's still like the best value. So we're gonna take a look at that. And it's Koa Cassidy's listing. He's I'm just gonna say it, he's my nephew. I used to change his diapers. We work together now. I don't know how happy he'll be about me saying that, but oh well. Auntie Mila, that's why she's your auntie. The median price in Kakaako is about $800,000 plus, depending on how big of a unit you buy, if it has ocean view, if it has mountain view. But this building here at 1133 Waimanu was built in 1995, and you can get one right now for around $500,000 with a maintenance fee of around $500 a month. Now, who buys a one-bedroom unit like this? Usually a bachelor or a single woman or a couple. And what are you paying for something like this a month in mortgage? About $2,500 a month in mortgage, plus your maintenance fee of about $500, give or take. With the taxes and the insurance, you're looking at about $3,000 a month. But a lot of people who have owned here, especially since the early days, have really benefited in appreciation because of the surrounding buildings. This building is called Kingsgate. Moiliili is in the University of Hawaii neighborhood, and I have 4 offers on this unit. It's only 400 square feet. It's priced in the $300,000. So if you were to take out a mortgage on this, you're looking at about $1,800 total with taxes and insurance and your maintenance fee. The maintenance fee is only in the $300 a month range, which means it's under $1 a square foot, which is awesome. What I love about this unit is that it has a washer and dryer inside the unit rather than down the hall or on another floor, which is very common for a lot of condos in Honolulu. Also, this building was built in about 1990, so you have fire sprinklers, which is a huge deal in Honolulu because there was a big fire in one of the buildings, and it kind of caused some legislation to change, and perhaps we're gonna see a need for more sprinklers in the older buildings. But this is perfect for people who just want a crash pad, people who live out in Mililani, that have grandkids in town that go to private schools, they wanna spend time with them on the weekends. First-time home buyers, investors, this place rents out like crazy. It's a great unit. Well, now that we got that studio done, we're gonna go see a 2-bedroom in Makiki. Makiki is like the crux of all the condos in Honolulu. It's somewhat of a concrete jungle, but not really. I mean, it's kind of green over there. And the thing is, Kakaako is the place where all the condos get all the attention on social media and on YouTube because they're beautiful and they're worthy of showcasing. But they really are only about 25 buildings or so at this time, while the rest of Metro Honolulu has like 80 plus buildings, including Waikiki. So it makes sense to go and see a unit in Makiki. So yeah, we're gonna do that. A beautiful unit, actually. I'm really excited. But since we've got a little bit of a drive, it's probably 15 minutes from the UH area, let's talk about Bill 41. It's not gonna take 15 minutes, of course. Bill 41 was just signed into law and it redefines short-term rentals. Technically, short-term rentals on Oahu they're not legal. They never really were unless you had a non-conforming use certificate. So if you're ever looking for something that you want to do short-term rentals for, you have to look for something that says NUC. And there are some of those units available, but usually they're going to come with a higher price tag because that NUC is quite a commodity. In 2019, there was a law change that said rentals had to be rented for a minimum of 30 days. And if you didn't, you would get fined daily. And the problem was that they couldn't really enforce it, and they didn't really enforce it. And so now there's a stiffer law that says it has to be a minimum of 90 days. And are we going to see an impact on our housing because of this? I don't know. Most people think that there won't be much of an impact because back when the law was changed to 30 days, that's really when we saw people rushing to sell. The reason for this law is because we have such a housing shortage, and our government officials are trying to combat that to bring more units on the market. The whole island is not subject to that rule. There are certain areas on the island that you can still do short-term rentals. Turtle Bay is one of them, Ko'olina is another, and then certain areas of Waikiki. So make sure you subscribe here for a future video. We are going to be doing one to show you the areas that you can actually do night-by-night short-term rentals. That's the explanation of Bill 41. If you want to know any more about it, contact me. Did I say I'm a realtor? I don't know, I might have said that earlier. I'm gonna say it again. I do these videos because I wanna be the one to help you. Yes, I'm happy that you're watching it and that you're getting to know neighborhoods and all those good things, but I would love to represent you as a buyer or seller. This is Makiki Regent. There's only 2 units per floor and 10 floors in the entire building, so it's like a boutique building. This is that condo where it's like, I want the space, but I don't want to pay the price of Kakaako. I want to live in town, but I don't want to have a house. That Makiki Regent condo is perfect for maybe a growing family or for somebody that's retiring, downsizing, but not quite ready to give up all the space. It's priced at $799,000 monthly. That might cost you about $4,000 in mortgage plus the maintenance fee. You're looking at about $5,000. So that's definitely less than a house payment. Right now, we're above Makiki at Tantalus, looking down at Honolulu. This was a place where my dad used to make out with his girlfriend. But anyway, I hope this gave you a really good dose of reality into what Honolulu condos are like. And the question you want to ask yourself when you're looking at a condo is this a place where I'm going to sleep, eat, shave, and go out and live my life in the neighborhood? Or is this a place where I really want to live? I drove a couple around this week, and they've been coming to Honolulu for the last 15 years, staying in Airbnbs and Waikiki hotels, and they really want to live here. Actually, the husband said, "Do not let me die in a suburb," which I thought was really funny, but living in a condo in Honolulu could certainly provide you a wonderful lifestyle. You just got to ask yourself those other key questions, and if there's anything I can do to help you, let me know.